Respect that.
Nah, B. But yo.
Listen.
I will scrub you in that game, B.
Listen,
Don't sleep.
We're starting off hot.
Pride comes before the fall.
Dude, man.
I'm just saying. Pride comes before the fall, man.
Whoa,
I ain't falling for nobody. Only gonna fall.
We
are
It's your
starting
job
off
when I
hot today.
scrub you, man.
I'm just saying.
Listen,
Who's
guys.
Who's your guy?
I'm letting this rock
I'm gonna
out.
say it right now, flat out, man.
Who's your guy?
My man's is Ghostwriter. My man's is.
What up, Key?
What up, man?
What's up, man?
What up, graduation boy? How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Welcome to the real world, Muckalacka.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Matrix.
Wait, to the Matrix.
Yeah, super real for you soon, man.
Very, very,
You
very.
red pill now? Because I'm still working on me.
Almost say he's this, man.
Yo.
Prophylactics is your best friend from now on.
Ooh.
Wrap it up.
Listen, he just left. He left. He couldn't take the pressure.
Wow.
He could not take the pressure.
I'm trying to save your life from the 18-year program.
Real talk.
Listen, he can't take the pressure. What can I say?
Man.
Wrap it up.
Roll
Good man.
safe.
Good man.
Roll.
Don't fall for the trap, man.
Yes.
Roll safe.
Listen, we're going to get into it, man. Welcome to another episode of On The Record. I'm DJ
You got to plant the seeds that lead to money, not the seeds that will lead to you giving someone else the money.
To the left of me, I got that guy said he's, I am Walt. What's up, Walt?
It's a new day, you know?
Now we're using herbicide all day, homie. We don't play it's nothing.
It's a new day.
Listen, we're starting off very hot and heavy.
Another wave,
Very,
you know?
very unorthodox today.
You know?
And back in the building again is my man said he said, what's up, brother?
It feels so good to be back. It's me. It's CED. I'm back, baby.
Oh, man. Listen, off camera before we started the show, saw that I had my PlayStation 4 Pro. I just got in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And these two went at it. And
Rebel
it all started
fisticuffs.
because, what did Walt say?
I said I think you should get a Marvel versus Capcom 3.
Uh-huh.
And he said that, you know, he'd watch me. And I said, you know, pride comes before the fall. You know, when you get cleaned up out here, I don't want to talk about it. Bragging rights.
I can't wait.
Don't worry, man. I got you, B. I got you.
I can't wait. Listen, I can't wait. Because I
got
listen,
you.
I will be here for all of it.
Don't worry.
Matter of fact, what I might make a special episode to let you guys play the game, and I do color commentary.
All right, no problem.
As bonus features in the background, bro.
Nah, no problem.
Because, you know, Walt's something real spicy.
And I don't want to hear that, oh, you just press one button. I'm like, stop it.
I ain't want to
Stop it. You know when he gets this, he does
Nah, B, ain't no Eddie Gordo in here, man. Nah, come on, man. Ain't no Eddie Gordo in this base.
I'm just saying.
Be good.
Man. I mean, I haven't played the game forever, but still, that's no excuses.
Dude,
I just know when I get the win, I'm looking for.
So how many rounds are we gonna go for? Best out of 3? Best out of 5?
Best out of 5.
Best out of 5 is fun, yeah.
Okay, so all right, cool. Listen, I don't know. I'm not putting no money down. I'm just gonna watch and enjoy. I will be doing color commentary in the background.
So I'll put 20 down right now, man.
Ooh, he saved with 20.
I could part ways with 20. I could do that.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
I'm a man of my word. Yeah,
This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
This is gonna be. This is gonna be epic.
I don't know about you, man. I'm turning. If I do win, man, I'm going to chicken and rib crib, man. I'm going to eat right in front of you.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Just know the feelings will be mutual.
All right, no problem. All right, no problem. Your house with me, it is what it is.
Oh, man.
Listen, I'm gonna be sitting here just watching.
It's like skipping Shannon with that case of dude.
That case of dude, Michael Lews.
Yo, oh man, nah, I ain't gonna lie. Shannon is turning the tables around this season, but past seasons, man, shoot, it's been kind of dark.
Nah, because his boy lost, man. He ain't the GOAT no more, man.
Listen,
Shannon done effed up, man. His team lost, B.
Listen.
Skip is relishing in the fact that Shannon is taking the L this season.
Listen, you saw what happened to Skip's team, so they're on the last one right now.
Listen, man, it's kind of hard to wear that GOAT mask without the GOAT being around.
Pretty much. Ghost gonna play against the Monstars in Space Jam 2, I guess.
Listen, man.
It's up going to the Olympics like a smart man would.
No. Why?
Dude, remember his last run in the Olympics this time around?
I rather, I don't know, shortened season. No.
Homie, I'd rather go to Japan, get another gold medal around my neck, and I'm good money.
I'm good. I'd rather take the time off and try to get another ring.
I mean, like, I guess when you're young.
Because when you're young, you can do that. When you hit the ages of the 30s, you got to take things slow.
Well, homie, hear me out, man.
Mm-hmm.
I hear what you're saying.
He's 36 years old. The next time the Olympics come around, he'll be 40.
Yeah.
Do it while you still can.
Honestly, I don't expect LeBron to really stick at 40, to be honest with you. I could see him. I don't really expect him to still be playing at 40 years old.
Dude, he'll probably be the coach.
Yeah.
He's waiting for Bronny to come through.
I mean,
if he can make it, good luck. But I'm not holding nothing against it. Like, I ain't making no.
Don't get me wrong. It's
know.
kind of surreal to think that it's possible, but at the same time,
it's possible.
He doesn't really need to force it, man.
Well, in basketball, we've never seen a father and son duo play on the same team.
Exactly.
We see it in baseball,
Yep.
the Griffeys, but I don't think we ever see it in NFL neither. No.
No, you didn't see NFL.
No. NFL's because the window's too short.
Yeah.
NFL.
The only person that was the longest player that ever played in NFL was Jerry Rice.
True.
And that was like how many seasons? 16 seasons? Like 20 seasons?
no, I think
Something
Rice
ridiculous?
played
Like 20
for-
seasons, right?
I'll let you know right now. Hold on.
Something ridiculous,
I don't
man.
think I've seen it in soccer either.
No, not even soccer neither.
He was in his soccer never happened. Yeah, no
There's
disrespect.
some exceptions. I think the biggest exception is
Jerry
goalkeepers.
Rice played for 20
Because
seasons.
there have been goalkeepers who've paid past
Jerry
40.
Rice?
Yeah. So Jerry Rice played for 20 years.
I knew it was 20 years, man.
That's a long time.
Wow. And the fact that he's a wide receiver and didn't get injured and whatnot is a miracle in itself for him to be
He's
in 20
an
years.
exceptional wide receiver. So
Oh,
he
yes.
got cachet.
20 years. And he's still playing.
I mean, Shannon
Who?
Sharpe played what,
Who?
14
Like,
years?
you know, like pick up games here and there.
Oh, yeah.
like,
Rice still gets it in.
Yeah.
Shannon played for 14 years as a tight end?
Yes.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
In the era of football he was playing in, that's pretty impressive.
Dude, that's the hard knocks, smash mouth football, man.
All I see is Ray Lewis coming at me.
Hard knocks.
That's all I
He'll
see.
kill you.
That's all I see.
Allegedly.
Boo!
Oh, F y'all.
Shots
They
to
did
me.
this shit.
Boo!
He did this shit. I'll give a damn. I'll say it.
So back to
I'm
Shannon
telling
Sharpe.
you. I'm
Back to Shannon
telling.
Sharpe. He been taking a lot of these L's out here.
I'm telling.
Huh?
Listen, I wasn't there. I was 10, I think, in the 5th grade. So I knew nothing about this. YouTube wasn't out.
Who?
TMZ wasn't
Ray
there.
Lewis?
Where's that suit though? Where's that suit though? Right? Where's that suit?
Listen. It's all hearsay.
Facts.
So where's that suit though?
It's all hearsay. Okay,
Listen,
remember that.
man. Let that man be great. You see that celebration
man.
dance?
Nah,
Okay.
man. You think
Okay.
he's Creflo Dollar now? Nah, I'm with that, man.
Listen.
Where's the suit, son?
Listen.
Probably burned everything
We don't know.
in the furnace
It's
somewhere
allegedly.
at the hotel and.
Allegedly. We're going to leave it at allegedly.
Listen, if it was self-defense, stuff had to happen.
So why? Nah, man. Ain't no self-defense. That nigga came out the wrong way, and there you go. Boop.
At the end of
Somebody
the
had to
day,
go.
it's allegedly. We don't know. We'll keep it at allegedly.
Oh, whatever. Wait, listen, we gonna come and fight
Yo.
me? Like I'm not afraid of
Yo.
Ray Rice.
if Ray Lewis was in the WWE,
Sorry, Ray Lewis. My bad.
he would be one. He'd be in one or two crews,
Who?
either the Hurt Team or Right to Censor. One of those crews. I could see it. It would work. Trust me.
God, man.
It's me. And I hated Right to Censor. Oh my God. Even their theme song made me
It's annoying as hell, man.
the Amber Alert.
Like,
Oh man.
come on, man. Y'all gonna do any original except that big ass sound? Like, come on, man. That shit's
I remember when
annoying.
the Dudleys was part of it and showed me like, if putting people through tables is wrong, we don't be right.
Exactly.
Oh man, got everybody up out of there.
Yeah, I missed it. Yeah, my godfather like that though, man. Be the right censor, man.
Oh, man.
Wear that Mormon suit. Come on.
That was hilarious, the gimmick, what they did during
yeah.
that time.
Good stuff. A lot of things that you cannot do today.
Nope.
Yep.
Speaking
Nope.
of,
Nope.
Speaking of wrestling, you do know that the WWE is looking to be on sale because the way these are going right now, another set of people got fired.
Yeah, I saw
Last
the
week, man.
hit list.
And a woman was a woman writer, black female writer,
Yeah.
who was getting harassed for 5 months.
While she was in the E?
Yeah, because she didn't know about certain wrestlers, she didn't know about the whole thing. Because she said no knowledge in wrestling. But listen, I thought you being a writer you have to have experience in television and story writing and stuff like that, not actually know the wrestling issues. Like half the people who are in the room right now for WWE don't know about wrestling, and they have jobs. But yeah, because this girl put it out there for the world to see on social media, she got threatened with death threats. People belittling her for 5 months.
I would have left too.
And she didn't left. She got fired.
I'm saying I would have said thank you.
The IW, the Internet Wrestling community, made sure of that because we were so much of that uproar that who does this black woman think she knows about wrestling? Who is she? And then, well,
At the end of the day, you're a writer. You're supposed to hire to write. If I don't know, who's who. That's whatever.
yeah.
No, I really got to understand the ins and outs of these contracts and what they entail when it comes to Vince McMahon because as far as I'm concerned, I've always been curious about like what protocols he's taken since the Chris Benoit situation.
What?
Actually, the whole thing changed after he died because they did like wellness checks, this, that, and the third. You can't do certain. You get suspended for doing certain drugs.
If you falsify injury, you get suspended for that too.
Yep, and if you really take a really bad bump, like or have concussions, multiple concussions like that, they'll drop you.
Yeah.
You'll not perform at all.
That's what I'm saying, because my thing is like how, with the amount of impact this man has took in his body, and the fact that we did not know that he had virtually the mind of like an 85-year-old is beyond me.
Listen, man, at that time, man,
That's
that was
scary,
it.
bro.
Speaking of which, we'll have the guy who made the documentary Card Subject to Change on the podcast pretty soon. So he'll probably do more in depth of all that, what's going on.
Well, I have the thing right here. According to the Jobber Tears podcast, another good podcast to listen to, if you like black wrestling podcast, really good. This is from her Twitter account. Keince Mobley said, every morning for the last 5 days, I've been waking up to these messages like this from people I've never met. Here's the message. Name is wrestling fan. How ignorant can you be? You get hired to work for one of the most respectable companies, and you admit not knowing about the product? Dumb shit.
That's not right.
That's 5 days in a row.
That's not right.
We'll get up to that on Twitter. And Twitter's a cesspool.
There's a lot of people that work for big companies and corporations, and they don't know the stuff inside out.
Exactly.
I'm not
much.
saying you shouldn't do your due diligence, but at the same time, if your job is required to do one specific thing, you know, it's good to be versatile. But again, if you're doing one very specific but very essential thing, I think that takes more precedence than like knowing everything, everybody you encounter and stuff like that. Because you go from city to city, people are coming in and out all the time. It's like, I'm sure she got a lot on her plate.
Well, she's a writer. I don't think she's travel. Did writers travel or no?
Not to my knowledge, no.
I don't know, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's not. I'm sure it's not the only thing she does. You know.
True.
But here's the thing, though, man. Because she was on a podcast talking about her, you know, getting in and all that stuff. Because she said she didn't know the wrestler name by heart. Like she could call her Bobby Ashley or Bobby Lashley. I was like, because of that, it was enough to set the IWC to an uproar and start attacking her. And you know, and the WE was getting mad. Emails, you know, phone calls and whatnot, and one thing led to another, and well, that's it. She also should have a job.
They folded. It's
Along
not like
with
a ring announcer or
Fandango, Tyler Breeze, and a whole bunch of other
A
wrestlers.
whole lot of
this
guys
week.
got canned this week.
Dude, like for the last 2 months, like mad heads got dropped.
It's a fire sale. You got to drop. You know, you're trying to, I guess,
alleviate the contracts.
And help set up for the next person to purchase.
But I think at this point now you can't say without a doubt that I feel like WWE is going to be on sale.
I wouldn't have shocked me if they did. Dude, you've been. How long has the WWE been in existence for? What, 30 plus years, 40 years?
Well over that. It got to be
well over that.
It got to be more than.
So after a while,
got to be more than 40 years.
You're gonna have to say, put your hands up and say, you know what? If someone comes to the offer, you're gonna take it.
But here's the thing though. Like this. Here's the thing though. There's a lot of things that they could have adopted from the Attitude Era and put into this era. If there's one thing I could say is that a lot of these wrestlers could put as great of a show as some of the guys back then. It's just that they don't have no persona, no like, you know, gimmick like that. But they can put on a match though.
I'll tell you why this has happened the way it is, because of the PG era. And the PG era really killed a lot of things. And here's the thing, because the reason I went to the PG era because Linda McMahon was running for Congress. Linda McMahon was running for, you know, wasn't her political game, and you know, any reflection of the product of the WWE is look bad at her because her husband is Vince and Kennedy McMahon. So they changed the whole thing to PG to give it a more family oriented, you know, product, and it looked good for her because in the long run she became
she did get elected.
She got elected for a position,
Congress,
and she worked for in the Trump cabinet.
Yeah.
So it's like mission accomplished. But now with that being said and done, will they finally go back to a more adult-oriented, you know, storyline?
At the way AEW is going, and what I'm liking now is the beautiful internet is exposing other, you know, circuits out there.
Yeah.
Like New Japan Wrestling. I didn't know about New Japan Wrestling at all.
I'll be honest with you, I knew about it growing up.
I didn't know anything about it. I was on WCW and WWE, and then you saw ECW.
But here's the thing, though, with WCW
and then Impact Wrestling,
it introduced a lot of wrestlers from that promotion. People realize, like, a lot of people like Yuji Nagata, like Sonny Ono, you know, a few guys were from New Japan, and you know, and now it's our introduction. Ultimo Dragon, you know, those guys were in New Japan and they worked for WCW because they had a deal. They had a partnership at a time, and things were going good until Bischoff good thing, and they lost their partnership.
Damn, that sucks.
I mean, hell, even WWF had a partnership with New Japan for a little bit because I know Antonio Inoki did wrestle for WWF or E, we want to call it, for a minute with Andre the Giant, and a lot of people don't know that. But to each their own. But at the end of the day, I like EW because they know what people want. They listen to their fans, and yeah, it's not 100% all the time hit, but they actually listen to their fans. They actually take care of their wrestlers. They actually work with other promotions.
Yep.
As you can see
when you saw who's going at recently?
The Good Brothers from Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
Or Andrade from AAA Wrestling in Mexico. Or these women from Stardom in Japan. Or, Kenta from freaking New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like a lot of, and that's the way you're supposed to do it.
That's the reason why I like AEW, because they have the mantra of we have the mantra of what we are over here is that everybody can eat.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna hate another podcast for for being a podcast. No,
Yeah.
I encourage a podcast to be successful, because if they're successful, that's gonna make me successful too.
Exactly.
So everybody eats. When you saw them do that whole, I think it was Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
The first time to go around, when they made that their own thing.
Oh, All In.
Yeah. What Cody Rhodes did,
And the Young Bucks. Yeah.
and had all the wrestlers from all different type of circuits come as one.
the other promotions around the world. That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. And they all worked. They all split their money evenly, and that right there.
And merch sales, they all got their merch sales.
That right there for me was when I saw that WWE was in trouble.
Yep.
When you saw wrestlers put on their own show,
Yep.
have their own merch, had everything
Sold out,
did everything on their own.
Yep.
And I said, WWE in trouble.
Yep. It was the beginning and the end.
My biggest thing, I'm sorry, could you jump on? My biggest thing is like, the political ties you mentioned referencing Linda McMahon.
Yeah.
I feel like nowadays it's kind of productive from what we all saw, because now these debates and politicians, it's not even about a lot of the time it's not even about the benefit of the country, of the people. Now it's more of like, it's a pissing match, to be honest with you. That's just what it is. I think Linda McMahon could have still been fine, and Vince could have still been Vince. And money would have just outweighed everything.
But they felt
but at that time, you wanted to be PG.
Yeah.
It's not like how it's now where these politicians are almost like rock stars, and they're just out there. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff.
And you don't understand, like,
At the time we was at, you couldn't do that.
Exactly. And you thought about, honestly, what have happened with Benoit and stuff, because that was the turning point of the WWE.
Yeah.
When Benoit died, they had to change everything.
Bro,
Benoit dying,
It was a really bad look on WWE.
Yes, it was.
That was dark,
super
man.
bad look.
That was dark.
Because now it give them a real black eye that they still have to recover from to this day.
Even watching the documentary with Benoit dying on the Dark Side of the Ring was
It was rough. It was really, that was season 2, mind you.
The fact that this is probably the most we've ever mentioned in his name, especially me, in a very long time.
Benoit?
Yeah.
I've always...
Because of how dark that went and how it ended, it's hard for me. It's like I saw another guy who was well on his way to becoming a WWE Hall of Famer. If they still do it, that's up for debate.
Yeah.
If they don't do it, I kind of understand, even though it's more so about what he did with his career versus how, what he did post-career.
Honestly, with Benoit, he'll never be in the WWE.
No, they erased his whole...
They
erased everything.
Yeah. And even Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman said the best himself. Listen, man, I used to be a fan as well. But I'm going to say it like this. Listen, he could have been the only one that went that night. But he decided to be a coward and took his disabled son and his wife with him.
It's unforgivable.
Well, I think they said how it was the wife and him. He got the wife first. Yeah. And then he got the son second. Then he took himself last. Yeah.
So from what I read, the manner in which he did his wife was just
he choked her out.
But the son was more like
pills, right?
I think the son was like he suffocated him.
Yeah, like a pillow over his head.
Yeah.
Was it a pillow? I thought it was like some kind of like, I don't know, certain pill or concoction he gave him.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
I know the
wife, he choked her out. They got a whole tussle and he choked her out.
Yeah, that happened. And I think he shot himself. I think.
No, he hung himself in his gym equipment downstairs.
Oh, the cable from the weights. Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, that's rough, man. Like I said, I have compassion more for Lady and Benoit's son than I do for Benoit. And yes, Benoit's a hell of a wrestler. I'll say that he's one of the best technical wrestlers that ever came out. But at the same time, what he did outside of the ring pretty much super overshadows what he did in the ring. And you can't really give this man his accolades because of what happened. Like, he was like pretty much persona non grata to the point that his own son will not be able to wrestle in WWE.
Yeah.
So not only that, but he also has other kids too that are still alive.
Yeah. His other son wanted to wrestle in WWE. That ain't gonna happen.
I think Jericho turned that whole thing down. They were entertaining, and Jericho's like, no.
I don't think it was Jericho. It was more of the McMahon.
I don't know, because I believe Jericho's intervened for that one on his son's behalf.
Honestly, it's just too close to home, man.
Yeah,
very much.
You know, it's not like, you know, this dude died in a manner where it was a OD.
Not like Eddie Guerrero when Eddie Guerrero passed away.
That was a heart failure, right? He died of heart.
Eddie Guerrero died a heart attack in this hotel room.
Yeah, that was super sad.
Very sad.
That to me,
one,
and they came up together, man. And
when that's what broke down Benoit.
Yeah,
his friend dying.
Honestly,
that's why, like, when you say about the whole wellness checks and things of that nature,
it's very important, man.
That's why I wish that E would have had that at that time.
Yeah, because a lot of people were on that roids.
Yeah.
Listen, when they became champions and for like when they each had a belt and you saw that
moment, WrestleMania 20,
that was a beautiful moment.
That was a real heartbreak moment for both of them.
From where they came to that point, man.
They went through Japan, Mexico, ECW, WCW.
Early young Eddie Guerrero, long black locks and everything.
Yes.
When you saw, I think they had Eddie Guerrero when he was in Japan with the mask on.
Yeah, the Tiger one?
Yeah, the Tiger one. And then I think Benoit was called Dynamite Kid or something like that. Something with Kid.
It was
but he had the mask too, I think, right?
It was those two, Dean Malenko and Perry Saturn.
Who look out underrated? Perry Saturn.
And Dean Malenko.
And Malenko, yes.
Oh, yeah. Best wishes to Dean Malenko. He's going through, I think, multiple sclerosis, I think.
Oh. MS?
I think it's MS.
Oh, man.
Or Parkinson's, one of those. You know,
either way, still bad.
Yeah, very serious.
I saw him on All Elite a few weeks ago. And the dude was like, he's in bad shape, man. Like, I feel bad. But I'm glad AEW's looking out for him. He has a job, and I'm guessing he'll take care of him medically. So, big ups to AEW for that, because WWE would never do that.
Nope. You saw what they had to do with Jake Snake Robert.
Look into Kamala.
Yeah, Kamala, another one.
Dude had no help. Dude had to do a GoFundMe to freaking save his legs. He lost both his legs to diabetes, and then he died.
He died, yeah.
I think
he was in actually the same documentary that with the guy I'm gonna bring up. I think Kamala in that documentary.
And that one hurt my heart to see Kamala go out the way he did.
He was a tow truck driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, during the day.
I think they're very selective of people they put in position, even post their wrestling in work careers and stuff like that.
And that's why I can't blame The Rock for the way he has the attitude he has with WWE. Like, you do just murked out. He's Hollywood now. I don't need you. I don't blame him.
He pretty much laid the blueprint for all the wrestlers to have a way out.
Yeah.
You know, Cena now like
do the same thing.
I have a way out, and I have a work ethic that could lead me to that way out, and I can make way more money than I've ever made in my life.
Yeah.
And I gotta hurt myself and kill myself or get my head bashed open. None of that stuff.
Yeah. If I want to come back, I come back on my own terms.
Exactly.
And you're gonna pay me.
Sure, I salute The Rock. When you think about his story, his father being an all-time great wrestler, his grandfather being an all-time great wrestler, and stuff like that, and you saw how he came up and stuff like that. He's like, nah, I don't want this for me. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna make a name for myself, just like my family, and I'm gonna place that type of energy somewhere else.
Because
he should.
His father, you watch the show Young Rock, his father did struggle.
Well, it's funny thing we talk about Young Rock. The actor that played the Iron Sheik, I know him personally.
Oh.
And he'll be coming on the podcast too.
Oh,
shout out my man Brett Elazar, man. Yeah, great guy. Funny thing is, he actually did when he comes to explain the story how he and I crossed paths.
Oh, nice.
Pretty funny.
I know he played the Sheik.
Yeah,
but he was down packed to the point that even the Sheik accredited the dude on Twitter.
And actually, Brett plays the Terminator as a body double too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll get on that. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll get back, and we'll get some of these stories, man. Yes, sir. DJ 10 Cent from On The Record Podcast. As you know, every week we do the song of the episode. Well, this time it's something different. I have an artist hailing from New Jersey. Her IG is Hennessy's Official, and this is not really a song of hers. She did a cover, and it's so amazing. I have to let you guys hear it. Let me know what you guys think. This is her name is Hennessy's Official. She covers Summer Walker's Riot.
Shout out to the Suns, you know.
Yep.
You know, their fans had to beat traffic tonight. You know?
Uh-huh.
You know, there will be no confetti tonight.
Not tonight.
And I don't...
Because we're going to do a quick recap, actually.
No. Oh, that's going to be pretty cool.
Hold on. Hey.
Open all the doors.
Hey.
Let you out.
Hey.
World.
I'm going to skip to my favorite part. Damn, man. Damn.
Asses, man.
Damn.
I can start going to work in the song, y'all.
No,
Wait. Oh, this is my favorite part of the song. Yeah.
Closing time.
It's over.
Time for you to go out.
it over. It's 3-2, Suns. More needs one.
Hold on. I got my favorite part again. Want to take you home.
I know who
Want to take you home.
I know who
Want to take you home. Because they're going home in game 6.
Am I the only one who wanted Chris Paul to succeed for once in his life and make it to the finals? Am I the only one here in this room?
Listen. You're not the only
you
one.
wanted that, but Cliff Paul
You're
was
not the
there
only
at
one.
the end. And
You're not the only one.
He said, yo, Chris, you got to go do those Safe Run commercials, man.
You're not the only one,
Well, I
bro.
got you, though. Don't worry about it.
You're not the only one,
got
brother. So we're going to do a quick recap because, you know, we just finished watching, was it Game 5?
Game 5.
Yeah,
Game
Game 5
5
between the LA Clippers and the Phoenix Suns. And before the game started, I said, you know what? I don't think the Suns have it in them to close them out.
And what did I also say? I said that the Clippers, as far as they're concerned, everybody's writing them off. It's over. They're going home. So they got nothing to lose.
True.
But I also said the closing game is the hardest game to see through in a series. Yeah. And usually this involves a lot of experience, a lot of poise, and execution from start to finish.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, the Suns have the most pressure on them. Because
yes.
this right here, this is like next level. This is like, we win this, we off to the finals.
Of course.
Now, this is a slippery slope for them because now they make it harder because they either have to do the business in Game 6 or risk a different atmosphere in Game 7 in their building.
Remember, Game 7 they have in their back pocket.
You say this. It sounds comfortable, but I've seen otherwise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Game 5 you can lose, but Game 6 you gotta close them out. It's over. Because you don't want to risk a Game 7, and you don't want to risk injuries. You don't want to risk the what ifs. None of that stuff.
Exactly. So what if it goes to Game 7s? Are you still going with the Suns?
I'm gonna ride out the Suns regardless. I told you that already.
Okay. Even
if it goes to Game 7,
even though the Clippers have already showed you that they could beat them in their building.
Oh yeah, I have. Like I said, I'm riding them out to I said the Clippers are gonna go. I want this. I had the Suns going. I'm like, you know what, Chris Paul, this is your only real legit shot you have to win it all.
Yeah. Unless he goes on another legitimate contender.
Nah, I think this is the last because
he might retire.
I don't know because COVID. Cause remember he got COVID.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And based on how he's been playing and how he's been moving the ball up the court, that spring he has, it seemed like it's a tiny little slippery slope.
I mean, it's there. Don't get me wrong, there's slippage, but that's due to Father Time.
Oh yeah.
But I still believe he's played well enough that if he truly was like, maybe I should consider going to a legitimate championship contender, I'm sure they would welcome him with open arms.
Oh yeah, they would.
So what, you gonna see him in Brooklyn next year?
Chris Paul? Nah.
Anything is possible.
Nah, he don't want to. Chris Paul seems the kind of guy. Because he could have went to LA, the Lakers
true.
This year too.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that have suggested that he's not trying to do it that way.
No, he doesn't want to do it like that.
But I'm just saying, at some point, if it don't work out this year, there should be very strong consideration.
Oh yeah,
to do so.
Because you already see what they're talking about in Dame time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
He could go that Chris Paul path too if he keeps if one Portland can't get another marquee guy out there.
Mm-hmm.
And he just stays there for those. Don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, they will both be, in my opinion, first ballot Hall of Famers.
Oh yes.
What I'm saying is though, it's nice to see players of that greatness, and competitive fervor like win at the highest level. I'm just saying to me, this is the biggest window. This is the biggest window for Chris Paul to seize and win a championship and say, listen, I didn't have to do all this other stuff to do it.
We're gonna give you the rundown because the Clippers beat the Suns 116-102. Top performers on the Suns.
PG 13.
Well, we didn't even get to that part.
Yeah,
the Suns was Devin Booker. He dropped 31, 4, and 3. It was very lackluster 31 for me. Him and Chris Paul, man. Yeah, listen, y'all making a brick house.
Don't forget about Cameron Johnson.
Do you realize that Chris Paul and Devin Booker combined, they shot, let me see, I'm doing the math right, 41 shots together.
Wow. And how many did he made?
Chris Paul made 8 and Devin Booker made 9.
Jesus.
Not efficient.
Very inefficient.
That's bad. That's real bad.
And from 3, Chris Paul was 0 for. Book was 4 for 6.
It's not bad.
And I don't understand this, right? Because Crowder was killing the other series from 3-ball land.
Yeah.
Because he's basic 3 and D. This series, he's lost in the shuffle.
He's horrible. What happened, man? Like, what's really good?
Sometimes when you get to that final moment, man, before the palms get sweaty,
back sides get
backs
tight.
got a little tight. You know what I'm saying?
Pressure's on.
You know what I'm saying?
You either bust pipes or you become
and it seems like Crowder has been a lost guy in the shuffle
because he don't shine bright like a diamond.
Now Cameron Johnson, that young boy, he had a one hell of a game. To me, he should have top
play that
performer.
song too. We'll play the remix too.
No, you don't. The hell you will.
Check this out. This is another plus minus. Aiden was minus 22.
Wow, we didn't see him
on the court. Aiden was only gave you 10 for 11.
They gave you 2 charges and a minus 22. There you go.
Okay. Paul was negative 15. Jeez. Booker was negative 10.
Damn, not a good look.
Now,
that's very uncharacteristic of.
I have to give credit to the Clippers because Morris finally showed out.
Morris has been showing out for a minute though.
He gave you 22 piece. Reggie Jackson, he's playing for a contract. I'm sorry, he's not playing for a veteran minimum next year. He gave you 23. Yeah. Paul George, the guy that people been killing.
Pandemic P. George Paul.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Playoff P with 2 E's at the end, okay? He gave you 41, 13 boards, 6 assists.
Dude was on fire tonight, man.
They basically went iso ball, the Clippers, against the Suns. And the Suns fought for the trap. I saw no ball movement, especially from Chris Paul.
See, what happened is
who's supposed to be the floor general.
anytime Paul George was up against the Sun,
You
it
got
always,
you,
it always set.
you got to talk to the mic. You got to talk to the mic.
Anytime
hustled.
Paul George went up against the Suns, he always set them.
Dude, schoolyard bullied him.
He
Yeah.
did by himself.
Now, Marcus Morris was the bully on the block. Anytime
he
he was
was.
on that block, it was barbecue chicken.
time.
Every
It's
time.
something like you can't guard me. Get
It
up outta
wasn't
here.
just second place. It was third, fourth, fifth, sixth,
you
seventh.
want to serve me? I get you
Yeah,
serve
facts,
me too.
you know?
It was bad.
And he took it back to the crib, too.
Yeah.
So what it is.
When I look at Game 6, if I'm the Suns,
Don't fall for the trap. Don't
don't fall for
ISO.
the trap. You got because I feel like they're running the game out of Booker and Chris Paul hand. I'm like, no, you guys you swept the last series. What was it they swept? They swept
They swept the Nuggets.
the Nuggets.
Yeah.
And you played team basketball.
Yeah.
Where you had the ball moving around the court
Yeah.
and was bombing them with threes. And a mid-range game.
Yeah, return to that.
Get back to that.
They did to Denver what Denver does to others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now when it comes to this series right here, it's like you forgot to play basketball.
What's the, like, what happened?
And you're going ISO ball. No, don't go ISO. No, you gotta don't fall for it.
Yeah.
So I have to blame this game on the Suns as a
Because
team.
you don't have no
failure.
answer for PG-13
No,
or
you don't.
DeMarcus Cousins.
And Boogie finally came alive.
Boogie was like,
Boogie was like, because like, yo, where's Aiden at? You took out Aiden and you brought another kid. I'm like, he got no girth on him.
Exactly.
So I'm like, this is an all around failure.
it's
on-
it's
on-
kind of
like-
strange, just because
It's a robbery.
they
Right there, man.
they started off a little cold. Aiden was still in the game, so they were still playing, big while the Clippers was playing small. And then he inserted Boogie Cousins, and Boogie Cousins gave him some
and Aiden
nice,
had to sit out.
some nice minutes. Aiden had to sit out, and then he went to go back to being
Big.
small.
No, they went big.
No, they went. Well, they were big when DeMarcus was in there.
Yeah,
And then once DeMarcus went out,
went back small
they
ball
went back small ball
and killed him.
and killed him.
Killed him. So I gotta give hats off to Tyronn Lue, where right now he's showcasing as a coach
Damn good coach.
his brilliance.
Damn good coach.
He should never got fired from Cleveland.
No.
Cleveland played themselves.
Yo,
Congratulations.
that owner.
But it's Cleveland, though.
No,
It's
you're
Cleveland,
right. It
though.
was the owner. Yes, it was because
He's gonna.
he came to him and said, "Well, maybe we should evaluate talent small of the young players." And Tyronn was like, "Hell no, I'm playing to coach to win."
Yeah.
And he said, "F that, I'm out."
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Look at Cleveland now.
They're horrible. Like basement level horrible. Like,
And mind you,
bargain basement horrible.
LeBron wanted Tyronn Lue for the Lakers head coaching job.
Yeah, but he's like, nah, I'm good.
And no, it wasn't that. The Lakers organization, no, we have somebody.
Oh wow.
They basically told LeBron, shut up. We got somebody already.
Should
And that's why they
LeBron.
hired.
What
Mind
is-
you,
what- shut up and what again?
they basically told him, shut up and play.
Trouble dribble.
Kind of sort of like that. But then they hired Frank Vogel, which I don't think he never should be the head coach of the Lakers. But then it should have been Jason Kidd behind that one too. We're not gonna get to that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So I gotta give hats off
It seems
to
like
Paul George.
it seems like you guys are alluding to something. I wonder what that is.
Oh, we're gonna talk about this it's coming segment right after this. We're gonna talk about it leads us right into the next part of the
yeah,
discussion
definitely.
because there's a lot of BS going on with a lot of black coaches and especially in NBA right now who are being victimized right now
Yep.
for past discretions, which no, we're not.
Yeah, cut that.
Don't
shit
get
out.
me started right now. Don't
Okay.
get me. You got me
All
started
right,
already.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Now settle down now.
All right.
Settle down now.
But we're gonna
ain't hurt nobody.
We're gonna stick to this game right here. But so I gotta give Ty Lue props.
Yeah.
Props. As much as I don't want to see the Clippers be successful, he should have been a head
Credit's
coach
due.
for a lot of other teams, but they played themselves.
Yep.
And you're seeing what this man can do.
Because they don't want to win.
No, they don't. No. They don't want
They're
to.
seeing what this man can do, and it's a shame.
It's not even gonna want to win. He doesn't want to give a black coach a chance. Plain and simple.
Okay.
Whatever.
I'll put it like
Or
this.
you can say nepotism.
Remember,
Yeah.
remember the time when Jim Buss was running the Lakers? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after that, Phil was contemplating coming back, and it seemed like he was on board.
Yeah.
And then they said we're going to go in a different direction.
Yep.
That's when I knew the Lakers didn't want to win.
But they had to bring it back anyway.
So you're gonna pick Mike D'Antoni over Phil Jackson?
That was his son
That's
that made that
insane.
decision.
Huh?
Remember that one?
That
That
was
was his
insane.
son.
Yeah.
And
That was his son played himself.
Think about how
That's why that son
Because
got
remember,
dropped
the
quick.
son and him had a little beef going on.
all that ego just to have your dear daddy turning over in his grave.
Yeah.
And then your sister's running the organization and won a title.
Her first go around.
Spill, congratulations, played yourself.
And hello. And she gave him a leash to be successful.
Yep.
And he played himself.
She gave him quite the leash too. Now the ear ain't come back in. You
Yeah.
know?
Yep.
So
F that up.
So I have to give the Clippers credit. They had a game plan, and I'm sorry. Next year, this team won't be the same next year because Terrence Mann's gonna want a contract.
Oh yeah.
He better get paid. Reggie Jackson gonna get a supermax deal
definitely.
from somebody. Somebody's gonna pay him again.
Listen. Ownership, Steve
Parker's ain't that deep to play that luxury tax.
Or Steve Ballmer?
No, he's not. His team's not. Parker's not that deep. You know what money he's gonna pay for that to keep them all together?
Just open the wallets.
Bro, it's not gonna happen. It's a salary cap.
What's not to say that he will
wallet.
go in his own pockets and put it into it.
You can't do that.
You can't?
No.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Just pay the tax. Pay the tax.
That tax would be so. It
Pay
can't.
the tax.
Listen,
tax.
Walter, in basketball there's a salary cap for a reason. It's a soft salary cap,
Pay the tax.
but it'll be too high.
Yeah.
Pay the tax.
It can't happen.
If it leads to a chip or two,
It won't happen, bro.
If it leads to a chip or two with a rising
The
salary
same-
cap,
listen,
it'll make sense.
Walter, the only way that will happen, you gotta restructure a lot of deals, and basketball players aren't that kind of people to do that.
Yeah, you're right.
They're not the football where Tom Brady can say, "Listen, I could take a little cut here, I take a little cut there,
Listen.
and we can keep everybody together."
Listen, if Kawhi resigns, is like, yo, we got to keep the squad together.
Question: you think Kawhi's gonna take a less deal
Hell
than
no.
Supermax
Hell no.
for next year?
Hell no.
I don't know.
Walter, you know.
Doubtful.
Walter, stop it.
I don't know.
Walter,
I don't
you
know.
know.
I don't
Walter,
know.
you know it already.
I know.
Stop
He
it.
about his money.
Kawhi's
you-
his own man. I don't live in his head,
Walter,
bro. I'm
you
just
know
saying.
this already, bro.
I'm
Stop
just
playing
saying.
around.
Everybody
Stop
about
playing
his
around.
money, homie.
I'm
You're
just
smarter
saying.
than that.
It's about his money.
No, he is about his money.
You're smarter than that.
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You gonna look me in the face and tell me that Kawhi Leonard's not gonna take a Supermax deal next year?
Okay, I am pretty sure if I was a betting man, he's gonna take the Supermax.
Okay, then. So how are you gonna pay everybody else?
But what I'm saying is, like, I'm sure there's certain stipulations that he could make within the confines of the NBA.
Not how.
Now, if it's not within the confines of the NBA, I'm with y'all.
it's over.
But like, I'm just saying, if he's ready to take on that tax, that means he believes that team's going
Steve's
to
not
chip.
taking that tax. It's too high.
He's a billionaire though.
You could be a billionaire all you want,
Yeah.
but it's too high.
But let's just say hypothetically, if he does take the tax,
Reggie Jackson's on a veteran minimum deal.
They win a chip or two, right? With a rising salary cap that happens year in and year out.
That
you
tax
think
gonna be
he'll
too
leave it
high.
out? You don't
You know
think?
what it is,
You don't
though?
think?
Listen, you saw what happened to Rondo
I'm just
last
saying.
year
You don't
with the
think?
Lakers.
You don't think he can
I
recoup
think
it?
honestly that with Steve Ballmer, he's more of a guy that owner that's like, you know what, it's win or bust, and he wants to win. He really
Yes.
he sees enthusiasm. He really wants to win, so I think he's gonna take that
So
luxury tax.
that's what I'm saying.
But
like,
that luxury, bro, that tax is gonna be like $100 million plus
He'll
extra.
He'll do it.
if he
won't do it.
If he
He'll
can
do it.
recoup
You
that
can't.
in merchandise,
There's a salary
ticket
cap.
sales,
Walter, what did I just tell you?
winning. No, bro,
There's a salary cap in basketball.
Bro,
it's not like in baseball.
look,
You can just
bro.
stack the debts and that's it.
Bro, I hear what you said. I'm just saying he seems like a very ambitious, excited guy.
Okay.
And seeing and what he's witnessing right now, he just might do it.
Dude, it's so
He can
hype.
pay the luxury tax, but the players that's going to want for that, they're not going to take it.
We gotta see.
We gotta figure it out.
They're not going to take it, bro.
We gotta figure it out then.
Listen, you know how basketball is. It's
Yeah.
a one shot.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Isaiah Thomas had his chance and he missed it.
Yep.
Am I lying?
No, what I'm
With the Celtics?
this
He's right, right.
this is what I'm saying. If they manage to win the chip this year, then I'm with you. If they fall short and realize that this very same squad is
close.
capable of
Yeah.
doing it, I think he's going to take that hit.
Listen, he'll
Because
take
if
the
they win
hit.
the chip, now everybody's stock has risen,
Listen, you can-
and now okay,
hit.
you
You
can
can
see
take
pieces.
the
You
hit.
can see them losing pieces.
You can take the hit, but because of salary cap, how it's set up, players ain't going to stay.
I don't know.
Where are they
man.
gonna go? Where they have the same opportunity to win the title?
I don't know, man.
Listen, money talks. You can a lot of teams have empty salary caps
like,
next
yeah,
year.
like, you know, get like a deal like they did in the Knicks back in the day. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Don't
I
get
don't
me-
think Reggie Jackson's staying
Don't
personally.
get me wrong. Money talks, but any player who's about winning, who wants to get paid millions just to be on a squad to lose every year?
Carmelo Anthony.
That's disrespectful.
Speaking of which,
Okay.
oh nah, I later. Hold on to
You
that.
forgot
later.
Melo did it.
That's
I'm
disrespectful.
gonna hold on to that later. Yo, speaking of which, because I think I saw a post on IG that Damian Lillard might be involved in a blockbuster trade with the Knicks.
There's a lot of potential trade destination with Damian Lillard.
I hope
It's with the Knicks. It's with the Lakers. Actually, he said he want to go to Utah. or the Lakers.
That's what I
Go
feel
home.
about that.
All right,
That's
fuck
what I
that.
feel
Fuck Damian
about
Leonard. Fuck.
That's what I feel about that.
You know they yawning.
That's
You
how I
going to
feel
New York?
about that.
Fuck the
Dame Dollar, it's,
You
it's
fucking
not,
up already.
It's not it.
Is that it?
It's not it.
No.
Is that you
Dude.
sure?
Well,
you go to one small market to another.
personnel-wise,
in Utah,
personnel-wise, that's it. But come on, Dame Dollar is must see. No,
dude. You better just come to New York, man.
come on, man. You might as well stay in
Oh, shit.
Portland. What are you doing?
Who? With him?
I'm gonna. Come on, man.
Utah?
No disrespect to Utah.
Nah, fuck
Oh.
Utah.
It's just not Miami, New York.
Nah, homie.
Bro, it's not
Or
even
the late-
Toronto.
As we see tonight, nothing good happens in Utah because
Well, that's Phoenix.
Mormons. Sorry, my bad. Correction. We saw in the series before. Nothing good happens in Utah. It's Mormon country. Mormons don't get nice things. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. Hate me for saying that, but that's just what it is.
Well, Dame Lillard is trade rumors.
If I'm Damian Lillard with
New
my
York.
talent, my level
York.
of
He
play,
said he wants to go to the Lakers.
Him and Julius Randle be a fucking team.
Listen.
So he can't do the same with AD or LeBron?
LeBron is about to fall out sooner or
I'm
later,
still
man.
gonna hate
He's-
that he wants to go to Lakers, but at least he's going to a big
Big market.
market. You know,
And go to a big...
And the Knicks ain't a big market.
they
Listen,
are.
they are.
They are.
But what have I always told you what a fish rots from where? The head down, right? Until James Harden gets rid of that team, I will never be a Knicks fan.
Dude, they're doing well this season.
I don't care. How many times have you seen him doing well?
Bro.
Not
How many times?
Not in 8 years.
You forgot who we had? Mike Woodson year? What happened? And he messed it up.
Bro.
I don't trust that guy.
My guy, my friend.
I don't trust James
my
Dolan.
friend. Unless Jeff Bezos come with some next bag, it's way too lucrative for James Dolan to get rid of that team. And
Somebody got to come with some money.
way too lucrative.
Nobody
it's
came
not
close
just
to
that.
all the
Somebody
money.
got to come to some
It's
money
not just
to
him.
say,
It's
yo.
it's the Knicks. It's also the Rangers as well, right?
Yes.
I think no. He can part ways with either or. You don't have to get a package deal for both.
That what I'm saying is if
He
his-
owns all three.
that's what I'm
He
saying.
owns the Garden,
Yeah, he owns
and he
the
owns
Rangers.
the
and
Rangers,
Knicks.
owns the Knicks, and he also owns a newspaper.
and the New York Knicks. I mean the New York market is one of the top 3 markets
I hear you.
in sports.
It
Way too lucrative to get rid.
listen.
Think
How
about
much
it.
did the Clippers sell for?
Huh?
The Clippers were like 1.1 or 1.5 billion.
It's about 2
Sort of
billion, I think.
ridiculous.
2 billion, right?
No, I think it was 2.4 billion.
Is
I
he,
think.
I feel like it's between that and like 5 billion.
I'll look
like.
up the price right now.
He bought it for $10 million sterling
Bro,
in the 80s, and I think he sold it for 2.4 billion.
said it. If I'm
4.2 billion.
If I'm in one of the top 3 biggest markets in the world, and I have a package deal like that,
Okay, he
and I know-
purchased the Clippers for $2 billion.
and I know
Yeah.
I know fans will come regardless of whatever product I put out on the court.
Yeah.
I am not selling that unless someone's coming with some obscene
It gotta be like
amount of money.
10 billion. He gotta get if you're gonna sell the team 10 bill plus.
Like Jeff Bezos money, pretty much.
Basically, he's
That's
gonna
what I'm
Bezos
saying.
run.
Like, come on, man.
Or freaking Elon Musk money.
As bad of an owner as he is and stuff like that, in terms
But
of
here's the thing. Here's the thing, though.
it's too lucrative from the
He
sell.
gets too involved with the team. He it's his
It's
bad
not even
luck.
too involved. It's just that
He's not doing
he's a
enough.
child.
Well, yeah, he didn't inherit
He's
this
a
shit from-
child,
well,
bro.
no, he inherited this from his father.
You know what it's like? It's like
Like giving a kid at a 16-year-old birthday party
Get a
BMW.
Ferrari.
No, you know he's gonna fight it.
Yeah.
But,
you know
you
what
send it
it's
to him
like?
anyway.
It's like it's like dumb people with smartphones. Dangerous.
Very.
Yes.
Dangerous.
Well, now we spoke about that. Hats off to Tyler. Now I'm gonna get to the second part.
Go ahead.
This NBA slander for Jason Kidd and Chauncey and Billups to me is one of the most ridiculous things I've seen on sports in a long time.
Or for coaches?
For head coaches.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd had an opportunity to be the Portland Trailblazers head coach.
Yeah.
What did the Portland fans do? They brought up his past
Yep.
about how Jason Kidd had DUI, DWI. He had an issue with him and his wife of a domestic abuse that happened between the two of them, right?
That's a majority of the NBA players are playing right now.
So when he was a player,
Damn
this thing was
football
going on. It was
players.
okay, right? It was okay for being a player. But when he wants to be a head coach or a GM, it's a problem.
Racism.
Yeah.
Racism, plain simple.
That's how that works.
Racism.
It's a problem.
That's how that works.
Disrespectful. Jason Kidd helped develop Milwaukee Bucks who they were right now.
Yep.
I.e. someone who used to coach Golden State as well.
Yep.
Okay? I'm just like, come on. Now that he's a Dallas Maverick head coach, y'all trying to hate on him now.
Yep.
Where you get off
Did
at?
Chauncey just secure a deal, I think?
Now, this is a good point. The second part. Chauncey Billups. Great NBA player. Upstanding. I never heard a blemish about him.
Yeah.
Until one incident it was allegedly.
What he did?
Well, they said in '97 he had gotten oral sex from a girl in a car, was involved with a threesome, yada, 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 yada.
Yeah.
But it was allegedly, and they settled the court, consensual, whatever.
Yeah.
And he tried to go to Portland head job, and they tried to hold it against him. And you saw what Chauncey Billups doing on the bench with Paul George right now.
What does consent?
What I want to do with the other?
Exactly.
I'm saying, what does consensual sex? A grown man doing it, whatever
he was when he was
whatever
in
he chooses to
97.
do off the
This
court.
happened in 97.
Off the court with whoever he's
21
doing.
years ago.
What does that have to do with him being a coach? They do not correlate. They're not even in the same stratosphere as far as.
But
I don't get
in baseball, you have the Mets that had a sexual scandal. They didn't fire him until they had, they went digging for it, and they had to let him go.
And who's that team that won the World Series by cheating? And then
The Houston Astros.
And all came out.
Yep.
A lot out.
So, are you kidding me?
they're cheating. They're juicing. They're doing a whole lot over there. To be honest with you.
And didn't one of their players was a wife beater too?
Yes.
But he still played.
Hello.
Like, get out of here, man. Like, it's hypocrisy.
You had the Indianapolis owner.
Yeah.
He got caught with a DUI with pills in his pocket.
Yep. Nothing happened to him.
In his pocket.
He's still owner, right?
Yes.
Well,
Jim Irsay.
He got, he got that 1% pass. When you got that 1% pass, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Okay?
Pretty much.
Sorry.
Outside of that one guy who said that the inmates are already in the asylum.
And he died. Goodbye.
Yeah, good point.
The McNair family. I'm gonna look at the coast team order. His name is Jim Irsay. He got caught driving while intoxicated, perked out of his mind.
Yep.
In his car, he had a briefcase
that.
with cash and
that.
pills.
I remember that. I really remember that.
Was Future in rotation?
Wow.
I'm saying.
I remember that.
Future
though.
Hendrix.
Facts.
And
March Madness.
it happened. It was like a week. Not even, I think there's like 2 days of a coverage, and that was
They're
it.
gone.
Gone.
Yep.
But
Flip it around.
Billups had something in '97 that was allegedly,
But you know what?
and I can't even go even further.
You know what? Jamel Hill said best yourself, though.
Uh-huh.
It's a double standard.
It is a double
Like,
standard.
if you're a white athlete and white owner or anything like that
anything
in sports,
you get a pass.
any discretions you do, you get overlooked. But if you're a black athlete or
They're gonna hold it
whatever,
against you.
Because prime example, who's that QB for Pittsburgh right now?
Big Ben Roethlisberger
Dude,
got caught with 4 separate occasions with women in the bathroom of rape.
Dude, I had a friend who came by my job as a bouncer who used to work at that strip club we frequented during the season. And homeboy said it point blank, he took a lot of girls to the back, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I was like, I ain't gonna say his name, cause I don't wanna put him out there. But it's like, dude was telling like, yo, he was really making them out. Every time during the season, they'll have fun with the girls.
When you say that, was it consensual?
Bro, he had how many settlements he had? I hear you. It's allegedly
multiple settlements.
multiple settlements, bro.
Okay, so here's what I'll say.
Hey, look at Robert Kraft. He got caught red-handed on camera.
I'm just gonna say.
Here's the thing, though.
Say one thing.
If he wasn't guilty, what's that QB again?
Big Ben Roethlisberger.
If he wasn't caught, if he wasn't guilty about it, why he got married so quickly with 2 kids?
You know why?
Change the narrative.
Exactly.
But there's one thing I'll say. I would never do it, regardless of my profile, higher, lower, whatever. I would never settle.
And they forgave him.
But I've always said, just because you settle doesn't always mean that you're guilty.
I hear you. No, you're right.
That's the one thing I'm saying.
Yes, you're right. Because it's all hearsay.
Yeah.
Cool. But Robert Kraft got caught red-handed.
Yep, and nothing happened to him.
I didn't see people going crazy. I didn't see people ban him. I didn't see none of that stuff.
And then he got involved with the whole Black Lives Matter movement.
But he wasn't. But I give him props though. He was involved prior to that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he was never involved. He was very
involved.
open-minded.
Yeah.
About certain things.
And I'll give him that. I'll give credit
for that. Give him credit for that. But just like, bro, I don't see nobody holding Robert Kraft. Feet to the fire.
He's rich.
But Billups, 97 years ago.
Bro, that man gave us Kraft macaroni and cheese, bro. Hold him to the fire. What fire? We hold the noodles to the fire. We hold Kraft. Robert Kraft to the fire. That man gotta get a happy ending. What's wrong with you?
I see the Nas is working right now, isn't it? Right?
I guess so.
That smart ass joke, man.
Oh my God,
Nas is
man.
working.
Man.
Man.
Hold that man to the fire.
Little
Play
bit.
If it wasn't for him, we might not get Meek Mill championships, man.
I'm saying,
you're right.
I say point blank. I say point blank. It's just plain as day. Jamel Hill, God bless that sister, said it best herself. It's a double standards in everything, including sports. It's just what it is. It sucks because there are so many good quarterbacks, so many good coaches out there, and yet they're not getting the time of day. And when they do, they put it under super scrutiny to the point that even one failure and you're done. Remember that coach in Cleveland, in the Browns, the black coach.
Which one? Romeo Crennel?
I think so. No, the one before the last one. The last one.
Hugh Jackson?
Yeah.
Well, he was an idiot. That whole thing happened between the two of them. That was just a travesty because the job he never should have got fired for was the Raiders job. Before that, that's when he took that team and turned it around.
That's the one I was talking about.
But then Mr. Gretchen's happened, he got fired. But the Cleveland Brown was a whole joke. That was a whole joke between two of them.
Yeah,
because him and his head coach, the coach neither couldn't get along. Yeah, it was a crap show.
And now that coach that was underneath him is now running the show.
Yeah. So it was all bad. And even when he ran the show, he did a terrible job anyway.
Even the guy, what's his name, who's running the Pittsburgh Steelers, the coach.
Mike Tomlin.
He's one of the best coaches,
year.
And they want him fired.
He's on the hot seat every year.
He's
one of the most winningest coaches in the league.
He is the best thing that ever happened to Pittsburgh since.
Well, remember
Jerome Bettis.
Since we're going to football side, Pittsburgh only had 3 head coaches in their existence, from the Cowher to him and the one before him. I forgot the name. Sorry, guys. Whatever. But every year's been putting hot. I'm like, Mike T is your saving. He's been keeping you guys in games.
Yes, and yet there are fans booing and yelling for his job every year. Year.
Again, fans when it comes to this.
Oh yeah, if Lothians are fans who be on that.
When it comes to fans and then
I said it,
and then supporting their teams and stuff like that, when you calling out for so and so to be fired, be careful what you wish for.
Oh yeah.
If he leaves, I guarantee you.
He
put him on a team on the Jets.
He will get a call right away. That's why they can never fire him. Because who you gonna get?
I'll tell you right now, put him on the Jets. I guarantee you, in 5 years, they'll win a title.
We'll see. Because I like Robert Salah. We'll see what he's made of. I'm telling you, when he came from Stanford.
Don't be fired by Tom Link. I'm telling you, someone will pick him up in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, they will. They'll snatch him real quick. Wouldn't even blink.
Like $100 bill on the street. Gone.
Oh boy. Whew. Got my sports blood boiling.
Speaking of sports,
Clippers, Suns. We're gonna have to do a quick preview. What do you think? I know you want the series to keep going. I think it's over Game 6.
I mean, I'm just seeing a lot of resilience in character by the Clippers. So
am I.
So I think
eventually run out of gas. I see Game 6 is over.
I'm sure they will, at some point. But I don't know, man. Sometimes the way things are going, like you're dealing with a team that's under a lot of scrutiny. A lot of people want them out of the playoffs right now, and that level of intensity and to feed off of that, I don't know. It could really propel them to get to this finals.
We'll see.
Now, whether they could get there is a different story. But my whole thing is I just feel like this is not the same team I saw from last year. Clearly different personnel, but I'm talking about the overall attitude and stuff like that. Think about how they got to this point.
So are you blaming one guy?
Blaming who?
The guy that's over in Philadelphia for this?
No. There's a lot of blame and to spread around.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, he's synonymous with blowing leads. No disrespect, Doc Rivers. I'm just speaking facts.
Just choke artists.
I'm just speaking facts. But it's not just him, because the coach got to coach, players got to play.
Exactly.
It comes. There's enough blame to share.
But how's Tyronn Lue in his first year?
Oh, he's looking great.
He's looking amazing. Let me talk real like.
But again, sometimes it comes to coach player management. It comes because he could probably speak to the players in a way that they get it and stuff like
respect
that.
It.
Versus maybe what Doc was saying or not saying, it just wasn't communicating. Because there are just some things you gotta say to the team to be like, what you doing. Some guys you gotta show tough love. Other guys you gotta put arm around.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. You just gotta know who is who.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Each person has a touch. Well, each player.
Yeah.
Very much so.
You know what it is? At the end of the day, after seeing tonight's game, I honestly think this might go Game 7. Because here's the thing I see from the game. The Suns have no answer for 2 players, PG-13 and DeMarcus Cousins,
and Marquise Morris.
So
see,
3
Morris
people.
goes. The team goes how Morris goes. When he's on, he's on. When he's off, it's all. And
he was on tonight.
But like I said, it's a closeout game. You don't want to go home.
Like, here's the thing.
No.
And you're going to put your
right.
best foot forward
You're
for
right.
a close-out game.
You're absolutely right.
So,
But-
you know, is what it is.
I see the fact that, dude, you get 3 tall men, and there's nobody with any size or, ability to, on the Suns side, to take those guys on.
That's why I'm saying, if the Suns will win this game, you got to run the game through Aiden.
Yeah.
He's your big boy. I know you have him playing cleanup duty, but you know what? Let that man eat, because they can't guard him off defensively.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For game 6, you feed the paint, and then you have him kick it out, and then you get your shots, And until then, go in the paint, man. Go in the paint. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to get right back to it. Hey!
Back at it again.
Back after a commercial break. So,
You're
we're going to get right into it, man. So they said, you had a story for us. It's been a story that you've been talking about over time. And another, I guess, a piece of the puzzle was brought into play.
Yeah. As of last week, Brittney Spears was in court to fight to end her conservatory situation with her father, who has control over every aspect of her life, pretty much, ever since that incident in 2008. And I want to say this right now: the woman's almost 40 years old. Actually, she'll be 40 years old this year. Why in the is our father so controlling her life to the point that she has an IUD in her body so she can't conceive kids?
What?
Yeah, it was court appointed. She had an IUD.
Time out. Let me get this straight. Brittney Spears.
Yes.
Oops, I did it again.
Yes.
The singer
Yes.
has them put a court. The court ordered her
Yes.
to insert an IUD in her body
Yes.
to prevent her from getting pregnant.
Yes.
As per court order.
Yes.
Because of
the
her
conservatory.
parents?
Yeah, because of the conservatory order. Yeah.
What kind of you know what?
This is some
Go ahead, bro.
monstrous right here, man. Listen, if you want any example to why people are so anti, or pro-choice and stuff like that, this is the prime example of pro-choice, because this woman has no choice at all. Her life's being controlled by her father. And I feel like her father right now at this point being a vindictive asshole, because this woman's almost 40 years old. I think she can make her decisions by her own. You know what I mean, she went through it when she was in 2008 when she had a nervous breakdown. This and the third. It's over. It's almost a decade. It's over a decade old.
That's 12 years.
Well, it's 12 years since her nervous breakdown.
Wow.
I think she rebounded from it, and she's doing better. She had a residency lined up for her in Vegas, but she had to back out because of the whole conservatory situation. And here's the breakdown. It's so bad, the conservatory issue, that she has no control over her money. She
I'm
has
awake. It's just hot.
Go ahead.
she has no control over her money, and she has over $60 million in her estate, pretty much, and she can't touch it all.
Wait, so time out. I'm trying to jump in there again.
Go ahead.
So it's Brittney Spears,
Yes.
40 years old.
As of December 2nd.
Okay,
this
so
year.
40 years old,
She's
has $60 million in earnings,
Yes.
and she can't. Is she given an allowance?
More than likely, it's probably an allowance, but she can't have full access to her money.
At 40 years old, she has $6 million of money,
$60 million.
and she can't touch it.
Nope. Because of the conservatory.
What kind of nonsense is this?
Dude, this is some real hands-made tale type of shit for
like,
real.
It's a real thing.
It's you would think this would have happened in America, but it's real.
But what I'm saying, but my thing is about the situation. I understand at the time what she was going through was very public,
Yes, I
very
get it.
serious, and I'm happy she bounced back and stuff from it. And she's gone, and she's also a mother as well, so she has kids. So
Two kids, right?
There's I think
Yeah, but
she has,
both with Kevin, right?
I think she has like 2 sons with Kevin. I haven't. Yeah,
And she's
as
still
far as I
paying
know.
child support for Kevin.
Wait, what
Yeah.
time? So wait.
Yeah.
Because you opened a new wrinkle.
Yeah.
Because I remember hearing this, but I want to make sure the people that didn't catch on this, will catch on now.
Yeah.
So, she's 40 years old,
Yes.
has an IUD,
Yes.
has $60 million she can't touch,
Yes.
has to still pay child support to Kevin.
Yes.
What kind of life is that?
It's a f***ed up
No,
life.
it's really yeah.
This
It
is
really
disgraceful.
But ultimately, what I'm saying is, like, if she's back to a place where she's sane, she's not trying to harm herself, she's not trying to harm anybody around her, and stuff like that. At some point, this should be able to be overturned, where she has the mental capacity to make her own decisions
Yeah.
and deal with money that she made. And
Yes.
stuff like that. I could understand at one point that wasn't the case, and I understand that they had the control of this because remember, Britney Spears is feeding a lot of people.
And here's the thing, though,
You know.
she went through a complete unraveling because back then, TMZ became what it was today off of her.
True.
Yeah.
And
That's
the
true.
paparazzi is on her ass like flies. This shit's 24/7, 365. Of course, you're gonna feel some type of way. You're trying to raise your kids. You're trying to live your life, but you can't because you're always under the watchful eye of people who try to make money off of your image. And back then, people were getting paid what $12, $50, $100,000 per photo.
It's not even just them. It's also ex maids, ex bodyguards that used to work for them. People them telling stories and stuff like that. My thing is, if I was in a position where I was like, maybe a bodyguard or whatever and stuff like that, I want to be talking like this and stuff like that. And plus, they usually sign NDAs, so
Yeah.
so even if you do talk like that, you already put yourself out for a lawsuit.
Pretty much.
Unless it's something so unforgivable that needs to be said, I'm not gonna be out here, talking spicy, trying to, make money off of people's personal stuff.
I just think it's crazy that you say that she has an IUD put in her.
Yeah, because supposedly she's not capable of able to take care of children.
But I'm paying child support.
Yeah.
What the?
Which it blows my mind. Like the older going through, and I'm not a Britney Spears stan at all, not in the slightest. But I feel bad for her because it's like, yo, you go through all through this, you bust your ass, you had no childhood, you were working for the Disney Channel since Mickey Mouse Incorporated. Damn, I'm old. And freaking, you did your thing. You have sold multi-platinum albums. You have made millions of dollars, went on multiple tours, be under the watchful eye of the paparazzi and entertainment industry to the point of having a nervous breakdown because you're just tired of it all. You want peace and quiet, but you can't have it because you're always under the watchful eye, getting flash photography nonstop. And it got to the point that she broke, and I couldn't blame her because and she had a scumbag of a husband. You know what I mean? That he didn't help matters either. You know what I mean? And, now she's in a better place. And the fact that she found a better mate, she can't even get a ride in his car.
On the outside?
On the conservatory. She can't even get a ride in his car.
I will say this.
She said
She can't drive her own car?
No, she can't ride with him
Okay, see?
in his car.
I will say this. I've only been hearing her side, and again, we're on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
So I really don't know what the day-to-day has been like from Britney Spears from the point when she was at her lowest
Yeah.
to what it is now.
Well, add to the fact that she got to get okay. In order for this to end, she had to go through the appointed psychiatrist. And they go through 4 psychiatrists. And they all have to get the okay before the conservatory ends.
But are these psychiatrists? Do these psychiatrists work for her, or do these psychiatrists work for the people who are running her estate?
Work for the people that are running for this
Then
thing.
that's a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Because there's no objectivity, in my opinion.
That is just trifling all the way around.
Honestly, it's effed up. It really is.
Because now it looks like everybody's just funneling stuff there. Because if they're paying for it and it's a recommendation from mutual people that they are familiar with, then it just seems like, okay, all I gotta just keep saying is like, nah, I don't think you're mentally fit to make your own decisions and stuff like
that's
that.
it.
And that's it.
That's just logo crap.
Because
right
gonna
there.
go to court, you put your psychiatrist on trial, and after that, he or she's gonna be like, nah, I don't think.
And they still get
Yeah,
paid.
and they still get
Yeah.
paid.
And the money train continues to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's
And,
disgraceful. I
like-
can't believe that's still going on to this day. I feel sorry for the girl.
It's scary.
Like, it's like...
Which it's funny that you say about peace of mind, because recently, Justin Bieber had to tell a girl who's been stalking his house, like, she was like, "Oh, I want a hug," and he's like, "Listen, this is my home." He really told the people, "This is my home, and I can't give you a hug because when I want to go home and decompress,
Yeah.
and I know you know where I live, but to bombard my home, disrespectful."
Violation.
I honestly, this is for me from like a smaller scale. If you see people with their families leave them alone.
Yeah.
Exactly.
High profile people. Like to me that right there is you're doing too much.
You're violating.
And not only that, you know, even if they see you for a second, nice little head nod, nice little gesture.
That's it.
Just out of
Keep it moving.
respect.
Yeah.
Just keep it moving. You trying to like get into their homes or wait outside, this is just dangerous
Way too
territory.
much.
Dangerous territory. Like somebody could get hurt and stuff like that. You don't know what they got lined up. You don't know what they've experienced to this point. This could be very traumatic for them.
Hell, you don't even know
Stuff
the
like-
security detail that might be able to whoop your ass.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, this could have been an ex-Marine Special Forces that they got, you know, or Navy or former Navy SEAL.
Or former football player Adam Plant,
You know,
who's a brick house.
Anybody
of a
just
bodyguard.
capable of defending themselves at an elite level that they got beside them. You thinking you could get that close? And my thing is like, he's not the only person you got to consider. His mom might be there. His
Exactly.
siblings,
His
you know,
child.
you know, his father, his wife. Like, it's too much. Remember, you know, I mean, it's not current, but remember the situation with LL Cool J, with the dude broke into his house.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
With his
Cool J
family,
put
you
the
know?
hands on him.
That's what I'm saying.
As he should have.
Look how different that could have went if LL was not there.
True that.
You know,
With the beats on him like Drake did.
He
man.
should have,
Yo.
and he did. I just find it amazing. Like, it's funny that you said about, you know, seeing people out and about. Like, I think the funniest interaction I had with somebody physical was I actually got to see Charlamagne the God working out 24 one time.
really.
Yeah. It was the one in Hasbrook Heights.
How long
I'm
was
like,
this?
this happened before COVID. It's probably about 2-3 years ago.
Wow.
And I'm working. I'm like, wait, I know that face.
Really?
But like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm like, when I'm in the gym for me. I'm not here to socialize.
Exactly.
So
Fair enough.
for me, it was like, I'm not gonna walk up to this guy
No,
and he's
head
working
nodding,
out.
even moving.
No, head nod. I was like, looked at him, was like, probably sharpening the guy. I said, I still got more sets to do, and I just went to work it out. Like, I was like, man, nah. Like you said though, like it's a time and place.
Yeah.
And if I see someone with their family, I'm like, you know what? No. Even though it might be the only shot I might have, I'll see another time, or I'll talk about the story of me meeting up with them. But
Right.
that's disgraceful. The
Right.
Spears family should be just disgraceful. That's just.
But you know what it is?
uncalled for.
You know the track record, they're about money. They're about
Yeah, I know, but still,
taking
like-
advantage of their kids. The other shit. Yeah, so it's a proven track record.
I think
about
her
that.
sister even spoke about it recently too.
Yeah.
And she talked about it like, you know, she didn't really give off too much as seen by the video, but
But-
she was just like,
She's not with her family anymore.
yeah.
And you can't blame them. These parents milk their kids dry.
You know, it feels like her parents are like those kids, those kids' parents you see do like those beauty pageants.
Yeah.
And they have the kids doing
Pet your moms, yeah.
some just absurd things.
Yep.
And it's like, man,
Like putting petroleum jelly in their teeth and like that.
oh
yeah.
my God. Ugh.
Like it's some and these
Don't even get me started on those, man.
yo,
Oh my
like
God.
it's like, and these people, like, I'm sorry to say it, but I'm gonna say it like this: those are my parents are the most disgusting parents on God's green earth.
Oh yeah.
Cause y'all couldn't live that life on your own, so now you're gonna try to fist report your kids,
Yeah.
so you could come up in the world. That
Yeah.
man. Nah.
F you, B.
For
F
real,
you.
on some real like yo,
F
that's
you.
disgusting. Like yo, now you see cool. Prime example, the Lohan family.
Oh
That
my
family
God.
is 5 ways to Sunday,
Oh my
man.
gosh.
And I feel bad for Lindsay because she went through the same thing Brittney went through.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad. Like it's really sad because
Hmm.
she's worn out before she hit 40. Like she's like a leather strap. Have you seen her?
I haven't seen her. I've not seen her.
Yo,
lately.
like yeah, she's like she's a dude. She's some sheik from in Dubai, I guess. I don't know what she is. She had a club and that got shut down. Like I don't know. She's a mess, man. Like she's somebody's off, I guess. I don't know, man. Just it's a mess.
It's really sad because
It's sad.
This is a proven star at the highest level. The amount of records she has sold is like up there, like, you know, pretty close to Madonna. Like, and this
Yeah.
is
Hell,
we're
she
talking about.
tongued
Like,
down Madonna for God's
And
sake.
Aguilera. Well, no, Madonna tongued down Aguilera and her.
Well, she's had her. I'm just gonna leave that alone. But
But like you said, though, it is disgraceful and distasteful.
And it's sad.
That's why I'm surprised Ariana Grande hasn't gone through that kind of emotions yet. It seems like she has a level head, but
she
still.
probably,
But we don't know.
no, she went.
for all we know, she probably emancipated herself from her family and get away from that situation.
Well,
Probably,
I don't know
for all
about
we
that,
know.
but she definitely went through some stuff. I remember when I think who was that? It might have been telling to my sister. I was like, I think rest in peace, Mac Miller. Like after he died, I was like,
Oh, they reamed her.
I think once he died, I was like, I think her relationship with Pete Davidson is gonna be over after he died, because her connection with Mac before Mac passed away was pretty serious. So like when she wrote that thank you record and she paid her homage and respect to him, that's one of those things where I was just like, yeah, I can't see this thing that she got with Pete lasting long after this. Like that one rocked her. I don't know to what degree. I just know that I couldn't see that her new situation continue to move forward based on, I guess, her feelings she had for her ex. And that's a real thing, when someone you had, real feelings for passes like that you really cared for and really cared for you and stuff like that.
It can traumatize you.
It can traumatize you. It can affect you in a very different way. That's not to say that it'll always lead to a breakup with who you got going. I just felt like her being that young, seeing another person doing what she does, die that young, messed up a lot of people.
Yeah.
Dude.
Shoot, it talking about trauma, when my brother passed away, I feel like a part of me died at that moment.
It's real.
And then, it feels like every day I'm slowly but surely picking up the pieces. He died, with 2020, was it 3 years ago?
Wow.
That's hard.
He died when
Sorry,
I remember, and I can remember clear as day, because you know why? Game 1, LeBron James, J.R. Smith.
Wow.
So that's why that memory that game would never go out my head, boy.
Wow.
But yeah, man. But hats off to Brittney. Hopefully she get her life back together, get on track, man.
She deserves to have her life.
And she does have a life too, man. Because sad. It's very, very sad. Very sad.
And also, again, I'm not for abortion, but I am pro-choice. Let these women do what they want to do with their bodies. Do not involve these courts. Do not make these laws.
Do not make these
to
men
try to control these women and shame them for these
old,
kind of things.
Crusty, white, conservatives who want to have dominion over a woman's body.
Shoot, unless you've been a woman before, don't tell women how they're supposed to feel and experience these things. Okay.
I'm not laughing at that. But laughing when you said that.
There are various.
No, him.
There are various reasons why women do these things. Shallow or not shallow, whatever the case may be,
or life-threatening or not.
Listen, man, it's their choice.
That's what I'm saying.
They're the ones that carry the body around
Facts.
for 9 months and ruin their bodies and mess up the whole insides.
Like, and people realize there's some states in which, even if you're raped or you're at the risk of dying, you can't have an abortion.
You can't have it.
That's why.
That's disgusting, man.
That's why if it comes down to it, these women will just leave these states,
go overseas,
or move to a different state, and you can't tell them nothing.
Yeah.
You can't force them to stay. You can't do none of that.
Yeah, man.
It's sad though. Why is this the one issue they want to touch upon, but other things that really are more pressing, they won't do to fix it? Am I right?
Listen, man, you're not lying about that, brother.
There are bigger things happening in the world than you trying to control.
Much so.
But you want to focus on women's rights or critical race theory, in which, because you don't want your feelings to get hurt. Out of here.
But meanwhile, you keep on talking about this black on black crime, but you guys have no answers for it.
Yeah.
Whatever type of black on black crime doesn't exist. I told you about proximity.
No. I know it doesn't exist.
Okay. We know that. We all know that.
That's the narrative they try to push.
But yet,
as if crime is not universal.
Exactly.
And another thing we just find out, Amber Ruffin, on her show, told us about the Tulsa, Oklahoma bombing, or the Black Wall Street, and now we find out there are lakes that are made in order to destroy black towns, like man-made lakes, and then bottom of those lakes are the towns that used to be populated by black people.
Not surprised.
That's disturbing.
Seneca Village, what used to be was Central Park. That was a black.
They did talk about that. You didn't, not you, but I remember people mentioned about that.
Like two
that
towns.
Central Parks was two towns.
Yeah, for black people, there are black bodies buried.
I'm not surprised.
In Central Park, people walk through Central Park on a regular basis. I have yet to step foot in Central Park, and I'm gonna feel some type of way if I do because of find out what I know now about Central Park.
I drive through it, but I never stepped foot into it.
Never stepped foot in Central Park or drove in Central Park.
Honestly, the amount of the history of that park is like
It's rough.
If I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna make sure I'm there with a lot of people during the day.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
You're not walking through at night.
No. Well, there's way too much. There's way too many
spooky things going on.
It's
there?
not even that. It's just that you find yourself in scenarios that you could just been walking by. Like, I can't get that Central Park fight out of my head, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's
When
like
they see us, let me tell you something. I've still finished watching the first episode yet.
Me either.
You gotta watch the whole thing,
I
man.
bro, I can't.
I couldn't finish
Have
it.
to.
Because I get so mad.
I get
Bro,
angry.
I felt various emotions about that.
I get so mad about
but
that series.
But I had to watch it.
I know about this. I know
Yeah.
the history behind it. But when you watch it over, it's like I get so upset,
Yeah.
and I say I just can't. I can't.
I was 16 years old, and I was fully aware what was going on in that case because my parents told me about it.
Yeah, man.
And
It was a real big thing back then.
And the fact that this shizzy Trump
The
took
Central
a
Park
full-on ad in multiple newspapers asking for the death
Condemning
penalty, condemning them and asking for the death penalty to return to New York State for these people who are clearly innocent to the point that the FBI said they were innocent, but they didn't get still sent them to prison. And people make careers. A woman became a publisher. I mean, the prosecutor became became an author. And worked for Simon and Schuster.
And also, she had a whole because she's from Westchester, right?
Yeah, and she had a whole thing at college. I forgot what university it was.
And they donated a whole section towards her. But after the Central Park 5, up in
Everybody
smoke,
came out. Yep.
and the whole career of her went floor. That's like
As it should. And it should be more should happen to her.
You talk about prosecutors. Sometimes they make their case off of people like that.
And
I think she was a prosecutor or DA.
She was DA. But like for example, right? Remember we talked about the girl in New Jersey with her friends?
Yeah.
How the DA is going so hard. He can build his case on. He can build his career on people like
Pretty
that.
much.
So,
That's what they do.
It's just terrible.
and this is my thing. It's like they will you'll see the likes of Trump's and the others, usually all these like, white influential people of power or aka some of them maybe the 1%. They will have no remorse. They will have no compassion for some of these kids. and
Hellfire,
stuff like
brimstone,
that.
man, for these people.
They will they will disregard the lack of evidence, the facts,
And DNA evidence, mind you.
the people that were the people that were there, the timing of everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure there are bodies in that cell.
And the fact that the actual criminal confessed to it. And they're still in prison.
Yeah.
Before they actually had the documentary come out, and then people actually were not a documentary, but when people actually found out what happened, they actually had a whole campaign to get them out.
But it gets,
15 years after the fact.
but it gets better. But then we'll have situations that happen to I don't know his name, but I always go back to when I have these type of conversations about the college dude who was at a party
From Duke,
The guy from no. The guy from California who raped a girl.
who raped a girl
Yeah.
that was unconscious in an
unconscious.
alley
And
outside.
they had the
got
cops
caught
come there.
doing
The swimmer.
it.
The swimmer, yes.
Got
him.
caught doing it. The good civilians pretty much held him
hands on him,
down
yeah.
till the cop got there. He got arrested. He was put on trial because of his parents' resources. They were lenient on him.
3-year probation, right?
And he got
Probation.
it was supposed to be 6 months. He got out early for quote
He
unquote.
I don't think he had jail time.
No, he didn't.
No, he
I
didn't.
think
He
he
didn't
had
really get
probation.
jail
That's
time.
all you got.
3-year probation, I think he got.
Yeah.
He got out in like 3 months. And he's a registered sex offender, but that's besides the point and stuff like that. My thing is like, if a young black man was in those same circumstances,
He'd be under the prison.
yes, he's under the prison. They're throwing away the key. It's over.
No chance of parole.
It's
Nothing.
over. There's no parole. There's none of that. He's a monster. He's a cancer to society. He can't be reformed. He can't be changed. That's nothing. But meanwhile, they'll say or do anything by any means necessary
See this kid, the rich white
to
kid's life.
get this kid out of the situation.
It's funny that you talk about that because I remember my last on the other podcast on the Nightcap, and if you can go back and check it, I even said it live on air. If you were to commit a crime, and the way you can get off out the crime is through rape. People are more lenient towards rape and molestation than towards drugs.
To nonviolent drug crimes. Hell, prime example.
Beyond me.
There are people who are in jail still. Derek Chauvin, who just got sentenced, was only 22 years in prison.
22 and a half.
There's a guy who stole a coat who had life imprisonment. A
You see what I'm talking
coat.
about? You see what I'm talking about?
A couple of guys I know who were nonviolent drug dealers. First time around, got 25 years to life.
Yeah.
So nonviolent. Nobody died. Nobody got killed. None of that stuff. Nonviolent drug dealers. What happened? First time they got caught, 25 to life. That's crazy.
So you see the difference. Like, I can touch a baby. It may get a year or two.
Crazy.
But let me have a kilo of coke and a Glock in my car.
Crazy.
The man killed somebody on IG Live in front of a live audience.
Mm-hmm.
Only ate 22 years and 15 years of
It
good.
was 8:24 on tape, but it's really 9:30 in real time.
And here's the thing. With good behavior, he might get out in 15.
Well, like I said,
it is prior to federal charges, if he gets federal charges at all.
They're going to come to hammer with that one. That Fed time's coming.
I hope so.
When the Feds get involved with something, you don't get leniency on other stuff. That's why, because in a group chat, because I know we feel like we're jumping topics.
Yeah.
Recently, the what do you call it? Social Security sold the
PPP situation. No.
Yeah, the PPP situation. Hold on, I pulled it in the group chat. Wait, let me pull it up. That made me scratch my brain here real quick. Hold on.
Oh, speaking to those PPP people, man. Yo, I hope y'all living your best life.
Hold on. I'm gonna talk about that right here real quick. The IRS, they're planning to add 1,000 of auditors as it prepares to ramp up enforcement. And I said they're coming. Because think about what happened this past 2 years. How much money they gave away.
Yep.
And PPP loans, EIDLs, grants, stimulus, all this type of money. People are getting child tax credit. All these things are getting out there. Of course, they're going to ramp up the auditors coming down the pipe.
Yep.
You know, people got PPP scams, PPP loans. I'm like, how you get PPP loan?
Crazy. I'm a business owner, please. You run
business of what?
You sell fake Nikes out of a trunk.
What are you talking about? It's like, are you kidding me? Shit.
And now they come. Yo,
they're coming.
They're coming.
They're coming.
Make peace with whatever devils you have because they're coming.
Because people don't realize once you get a PPP loan, you're supposed to put in your tax reports for the following year.
Yep.
You're supposed to show what kind of business you have.
Yep.
Supposed to have all this stuff itemized. No. It's telling you get a PPP loan. You get all this money, and when it comes time to show proof of your business, you ain't got it.
Yep.
And you're gonna be flagged right away.
No, you just gotta go to church and talk to the Father a bit. Be like, yo, I got some confessions.
Confessions about what?
I got some statements.
Listen, what does people say they fear? That's for certain in life. Taxes and death.
Yep.
They gonna want that cutback. And you better not be on some nonsense. I spent it all. Guess what? You gonna get that Fed time, and you still gotta pay the money back.
Yep.
Yep. That penny waiting for you.
Exactly.
Man.
And not going to Club Fed either. You're going to maximum security federal prison.
Yeah, ain't no
you saw what happened to Baby Blue?
Ain't no diamonds dancing in there.
You got that $2.5 million of that PPP money.
Yep.
And look what happened to him.
Look at those two rappers who rap about, oh, we got this money, this and third.
Locked up.
Yep. And they're dumb at the middle of a music video about it.
Tell him, to Jay-Z, I don't want to hear it. A lot of you guys is capping. That guy's speaking rap facts.
Okay. Oh, man. Well, let's get to the next one. And then, So, my story, it's kind of a blessing. I've been advocating for college athletics for a minute. And how they've been... Listen, the NCAA has been lowballing them for a long time.
Negro, they were slaves.
Okay? For years. Until California made Prop 42.
Oh, crap. Whoops.
That's all right. California made Prop 42. Right?
Yeah.
And the NCAA was like, oh, we're going to fight against it. And California said, really? You're going to fight against us? All right, no problem.
Word.
And what happened? They passed.
Yep.
So in California, they said, basically was saying that a player can make money off their likenesses because an NCAA player, you consider it an amateur, and you cannot make money off their likeness, but yet they can make buku bird off of you.
Yep.
Right? Soon as California passed that, the floodgates opened up.
Yep.
So recently, they had a Supreme Court ruling of the NCAA and the future of college athletes, right?
Yep.
So Supreme Court decision against NCAA paves the way for college athletes to be paid. Through the court ruled only an educational-related benefits and not a broader compensation issue. But I think that's just BS.
Yeah.
The court above all.
It still be good luck with that. Trying to figure that out. The states and Congress are working to make the NCAA rule changes rules such as deals. In the course noted that legislation may be offered to better solutions than litigation for many issues. So basically, it says like this: the Supreme Court said that guess what, players, you can use your likeness to make money.
Yep, you ain't paid, baby.
Get paid.
Make that money.
Now, a pretty dope thing there was a Notre Dame quarterback named Brandon Wimbush. He made an internet startup to seek to help players make money by matching them with endorsement deals.
Nice.
So the reason why he made it is because in 2017, he saw his picture all over the web,
Yeah.
on TV,
Yep.
all this different things.
No compensation.
People in the stands wearing his jersey.
Yep.
So then when you got 60,000 players, people in the stands making all this money,
Yep.
and he didn't get a dime.
Yep. Which is pretty much slavery right there.
Right? So then what he did, he made a company, right? Mm-hmm. And because of the Supreme Court decision, his company's about to get green lit.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, his website matches players with endorsement deals. Period.
Yeah. So
As they should.
So you know what that means? Other big NCAA college schools
That try to play themselves.
get with the program.
Get with the fall in line.
or
no
lose the
banners.
talent.
No
Fall in
banners.
line.
All right.
Fall
in
in line
line.
or get no talents in your college.
Grab that seat at the table.
Break bread.
All
Now,
right.
they said on July 1st, Florida and Alabama will become the first states to overrule the NCAA on some of those broader pay issues and authorize athletes to make money off their name, likenesses, and images, including traditional endorsements, personal appearance, social media opportunities, which is really, really dope. So basically, they're saying just do what you got to do to make money. Because think about what schools in Alabama? There's a bunch.
Yeah.
You have Roll Tide.
Yep.
You got Auburn.
Yep.
Powerhouse schools.
Yep.
And in Florida, you got Miami. You got Florida
You.
State. You got I think it's Florida Atlantic.
Yep.
It's a couple schools out there. So you got these kids coming on the pike. And let's say your state just says nah, like Georgia.
Yep. Like word.
All of them kids, word? I'm gonna go to Alabama.
Bye.
I'm gonna go to California.
Texas A&M. Bye.
I'm gonna go make money.
You know what's gonna happen?
And your
No
school,
TV money. That's
Exactly.
gonna happen.
Them TV dudes is real.
And I'm telling you right now, if you don't SEC, if y'all don't get on program,
They are.
ESPN's gonna drop you quicker than a $2 whore.
Facts.
Smacked out of her mind.
Real talk.
Now it's funny that they said that most of these kids hit their I guess you say their branding peak while in college because
Yeah.
think about it. You got these kids doing these free promotions,
Yep.
getting jerseys, signing jerseys,
Yep.
you know, and not making a dime off of it.
Like prime example, like the Nike Oregon State situation.
Yes.
With the PE special edition kicks of Jordans and Nike
Talk
gear.
about it.
Yo, now they can actually now be able to flip those sneakers.
Yeah.
And not only that,
Because back then, unless you're a family, you couldn't sell a
Nope.
pair. Because they will see you sell a pair, they will suspend or expel your ass from the college.
Yeah.
not only that, in many ways, it might give these kids more incentive to stay in school.
Yeah.
And not only probably get a degree in something else outside of being a great athlete at what they do, but also I always figure I feel like this is also a form of security because my thing is if one of those players get hurt or something like that, and they was projected to go back to the league, now it's just not only at one point was I must see TV, but I wasn't getting paid either.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
So it's like.
Because
So it's like they're making money off of my likeness. They're getting these TV rights for what I'm doing and all
for
this other
millions.
stuff. But
Millions of dollars.
But I can't get a seat at the table.
No.
Nah, that's not how this works.
You saw what the Fab Five did.
Yeah.
How upset they were
Yeah.
when they said we're gonna go all black.
Yep.
We hadn't put no brands on ourselves.
It's
Think
what
about
did.
it. You're a college athlete player playing in the NCAA tournament, and you look in the stands, and those front court seats are thousands upon thousands of dollars,
Yep.
and you're going home to your dorm and eating noodles or oodles.
Yep.
Crazy.
And drinking
Crazy.
jug water.
Crazy. Don't make any sense.
Like it makes
But
no
yet,
sense.
you can, as a player, my school can pimp me out to go to these dinner meetings to take pictures of people
Yep. For boosters.
for boosters. Are you kidding me?
Crazy.
That's when these boosts. Now, see, here's what this deal does right here. And this is why I like it so much. those boosters are done.
Yep.
Those boosters
Game
over.
over.
Game over.
So finished.
And I'm happy
Done.
because prime example of that of a booster screwing a player over, Jeremy Tensel. He was a player that got drafted by Miami Dolphins, projected to be a top 5 pick the day of the draft.
Yep.
One of the boosters, because Tunsil didn't pay him back money, decided to put a video of him smoking weed online. Drop his strap, tap him to the 13th.
Yep. He sabotaged his career.
Sabotaged his career, and he cost him millions.
Yep. I'm gonna say like the song Jay-Z said it best himself. Chase the game on these hoes. Change the game like we suppose.
Yes.
Nice.
It's about fucking time.
And I'm happy. And I'm happy that
And
the
make 'em
NCAA
suffer.
and his kids are finally getting money because it's ridiculous.
Make him suffer what he did to the Fab Five.
Yeah.
Make him suffer to what they did to Jordan, Ewing.
Nice.
Make them suffer.
Hey, look, Allen Iverson,
AI especially.
Randy Moss.
Yep.
Randy Moss had a court case that denied him from going to oh my gosh, I think it was going to Florida.
Yeah.
But he had that case and he had to end up going to Marshall.
You know what this
And
is?
he balled.
You know what this is? This is karma for that one and done BS.
Well, the rule. You know what?
And you know why I say this?
I agree with you.
You know why I
but
say this?
Go ahead.
Let me double down on this.
Well, actually,
Okay.
you know, in football, you have to play for 2 years.
Yeah.
In football, you can't. You have to play college for 2 years and then you can go pro.
Yeah.
And basketball's one and done. And basketball didn't have that.
My biggest thing is
Baseball's whatever you want.
Yeah, pretty much.
my biggest thing is
Hockey too.
Yeah.
once I'm out of high school, do not try to control my destiny.
Talk about it.
Do not try to control my destiny. I'm an adult now. You may call me young, naive. You may call me stubborn. You got too much pride. You don't know what you're
But at the end of the
doing.
day,
At the end of the day, it's my life.
yeah.
Well,
Okay?
I have to. But you know what?
You can't shield a young person, a young adult from their mistakes.
Are you attacking for the one and done the NCAA or the NBA or WNBA? Because I know WNBA is still 2 years, and then you can go pro.
I'm attacking the concept of it because
From on whose behalf, the NBA or the NCAA?
I was like both.
both.
Well, then I have to say, I step in and say, remember now, what Silver did, which I thought was really dope, was he made a G League.
Yeah.
So players who don't want to do the one and done can go to the G League and still get paid.
But now,
Yeah.
now, but even more so because now it seems counterproductive.
Okay.
Because he realized, okay, this is counterproductive. Because the thing is, if I'm serious about my stance, all I have to do is chill out, go to school, stay in shape, and play ball and practice, be in the gym, and do none of that NCAA BS stuff.
True.
I could just do that, being
But then you
different
missed
about
the
it.
draft and getting picked and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So be it. But you're not gonna force me to do something I don't want to do. And I felt like they doubled down on it when they missed out on the talent like LeBron James. Could you imagine if LeBron James went to college right now?
Woo.
Could you imagine the amount of money that they would be making off this man?
Boy. Millions.
Well, remember,
Millions.
LeBron James and them is the only exception, but they had a couple of high school kids that did get drafted and et cetera, et cetera.
I like that one.
And they flamed out.
That was the
That's why
unicorn
they made
missed,
the
bro.
one and done rule, because those
Yeah.
high schoolers flamed out when they went pro, and they try to prevent these kids from destroying their careers. Prime example. Oh my God, the documentary.
They say
with
that,
Joakim
but they're not
Noah.
paying them though.
I hear you.
It's
I hear
crazy.
you. I hear you. You're not lying. I hear you. But it was almost a protective thing for the NBA from the NCAA. So they wanted them to go to college so they can learn and et cetera, et cetera.
No, don't get me wrong. I would love for them to stay, be better players, get a degree, and realize that they can't do this forever.
True.
And things could happen.
Yeah.
But
there's one injury is a wrap.
But my thing is, it's just like you're not giving them any incentives to stay. You're not paying them, but you want to hold them back for your own self-interest, and then use the excuse of we're trying to protect them from themselves. No,
Yeah.
you're trying to protect your bottom line.
Pretty
Talk
much.
about it.
Just tell me what it is. Don't
lie
spit
about
on me
it.
and tell me it's rain. Like, come on, man.
Like, in reality, I don't give the students.
No, you don't know what they're coming from. You don't know what they got going on and stuff like that. Shoot, they might need it now. Like, in the LeBron situation, no, I got to go to the league now.
True.
Yeah.
It's got to happen now. Okay.
True.
So it's just like don't try to control my destiny because you guys have no problem, parting the scene when we need them for that draft in the military now. But they can't drink legally though.
Exactly.
Talk about it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a double standard.
I get to get a bullet for this country, but I can't get a beer. Here.
Talk about it.
It's crazy, man.
It is crazy.
It's crazy.
Man. Well, it's been an exciting episode.
Yes, it is.
Walt, give me your handle, brother.
You know what it is? I am Walt _ WAL 4 T's at the end on the IG.
Said he said.
Yep, you already know what it is. My personal one is City 55. My public one is City Rooney's POV.
And this is your boy DJ Intense. I love everybody here. I even love all you listeners listening overseas. All 30, 40 of you guys have come in. It's you know what? I know
really
we're not.
appreciate it.
We really appreciate it. And
Yes.
trust me, like when I look at the analytics, I see like, from Russia, huh?
Hey, that's unheard of.
Spain, India, who? But hey,
We appreciate y'all the
I
same.
appreciate you very much, and I thank you very much for tuning in. And just tell your friends, man, and it's gonna get bigger and better.
Spread the word,
Spread
people.
the
man.
word. We
Spread the
really
word.
appreciate
Yes,
it.
please.
I mean, it's a blessing because it makes you realize that you can be influential from afar and up close and personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know whether it's like the now we're in a time where we reach people we don't know. We can't put faces to anybody yet, but we just know what it is based on these analytics.
Yeah, man.
Like as I said before, be it for a crowd of 1 million or be it a crowd of 1, your voice does have power. Use it.
Facts. Use it wisely. Be responsible about it. Be responsible with it.
Exactly.
So, thank you guys. All the people listening from abroad and people listening close, I really appreciate you, and we thank you. And it's not easy what we do. It's hard.
Our schedules suck ass.
Trying to crown all of us up at one time, man.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
But hey, we're dedicated, and it's what it is. So, this is your boy DJ Intense, DJINTENCE, and follow the podcast page on the record. Place to C with a K, all one word together. And and also we're gonna have a bonus episode in a couple of days. I'm gonna do a commentary of these guys going at it at Marvel's Capcom.
here
And
we
trust
go.
me, I will give you the rundown, and I will not shy
Oh man.
for who may win or lose for that battle.
All right.
All right.
I'll be ready.
Later.
Matter of fact, let's put in this case, I'll bring my PS3 with Marvel's Capcom 2 on it.
Ooh.
If we can really get down, we'll get
You
down.
gonna plug it up?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Plug it up.
Dust it off a bit. Let's go. I'm ready for it.
All right, man. See you guys later.